Friend of ours. Anna Carrillo. Actually, did you meet her?
I did. We met.
She met you in El Dorado when you were at Tashi.
Oh, hi there.
Huh.
I met you like 15 years ago. It was like
Maybe
1998 or something like that.
Right.
Well, let's see. Yeah, I guess.
I was with my husband at the time, Marley Porter. He's an architect, and we had a session with you.
You probably met me in '94.
It might be. Yeah, probably was.
That's right. Well, good. Okay, that's great. Are we waiting for Max to come back?
What's her name?
Yeah, I'm going to do these prayers and there he is. Okay, we'll get started. All right, Max, this one is a prayer we call the Noosphere prayer. These are about working on the world. When you get your signal, when I get my signal, I'm raising the Noosphere to the 27th dimension. Yes. I'm removing all pathologies from the Noosphere.
Yes.
I'm adjusting the particle indexes of the Noosphere so that they are in balance and at full strength.
Yes.
I'm adjusting the meridians of the Noosphere to create a free and balanced energy flow.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm adjusting the chakras of the Noosphere to be at full function.
Yes.
The Noosphere is unswitched and headed in God's direction.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm removing all impressions from the karmic body of the Noosphere.
Yes.
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 I'm removing terrorism from the gravitational and spiral bodies of the Noosphere.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm removing the tendency to use biological weapons from the gravitational and spiral bodies of the Noosphere.
Yes.
Great. I'm merging my higher bodies with others who understand what we're doing.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I'm removing any predisposition in the Noosphere towards disease.
Yes.
Yes.
All the bodies of the Noosphere are one rainbow.
Yes.
Yes.
I am now asking the forgiveness of everyone I've ever harmed or will harm and not making Immunix available to them faster.
Yes.
Yes.
And when I get my next signal, they've heard and received my request in the results bodies, and another signal, they have forgiven me.
Yes.
Yes.
Doing this helps them discover meanings for themselves without me needing to be better in order to give it to them.
Yes.
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 Great. That concludes the Noosphere Global Healing Prayers.
Now, is there anything anybody wants to say before the meeting is called to an end?
Happy Supermoon.
Thank you, and happy supermoon to you too.
Thank you.
Anything else anyone wants to say?
I'm very happy that Max and Jasmine joined me and all of us tonight, and I apologize for not getting you on earlier, Jasmine.
It's okay.
She'll see you around. Be happy and make good choices. Let's test on that. Am I happy in making the right choices?
We're happy in making the right choices.
If you're not happy, take yourself there.
Yes, I will.
Nice. I love you, Jasmine. You're very sweet. I've never met a British Greek before.
Are you all right?
It's great to especially in North Carolina.
I know. Goodness, I know a Brit that came to the south.
And Max, I'll see you tomorrow.
And Linda, you become kind of a regular on the here. This is your
Linda, you rock.
only
Oh,
your
this is
third
the
time.
week.
You actually helped Max get a signal. That was so cool. That you're here.
Yeah, it was.
It was
And
Linda.
just know that you can just call in any time to the meeting.
Yeah.
After 9 o'clock Eastern, just call me on Skype or call if you're on your cell phone, you're out traveling or something, call in on the number.
Where is everybody located? Max, where you are? Where are you located?
Santa Fe.
Max
Oh,
and I
you're
are,
in Santa Fe, so you're down the street from Bob. Okay.
yeah, me and Max are
I'm
right
up
on
the
the same
street. I'm
He's
uptown.
he's on the east side. and I'm
Manhattan.
down.
Manhattan, Santa Fe.
He's an up-down man.
And
then-
you...
He's right in Times Square. I'm in Manhattan.
Some of his bodies are in Manhattan. That's his problem. Just kidding.
How about the rest? How about everybody else?
I'm in Central Florida, out in the country.
Linda's
We've in Riverview, Florida.
He's in Florida.
Laura,
Byron, did you guys make that water spout happen? Did you see that thing?
what
No.
about Tampa? It happens a
There's a
lot.
name and picture on the internet from last week. There was a
Oh, that's happened a lot.
Oh, yeah.
They're kind of like tornadoes.
Okay. And then Linda's in New Jersey, right?
Long Island.
Long
Long
Island.
Island, sorry. Long Island, New York. And
Big difference between Long Island and New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. It's hard to Good thing one of our New Jersey people aren't here, though, or they would. Yeah, no, Long Island, and then Greg, Chicago, and France.
I'm a guy who used to live in Greensboro, Raleigh, and Durham.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I've been to Chicago and I absolutely loved it. And my husband's from there. I could absolutely live there. There's a lot to do.
Actually, next door.
But I've got more exploring to do. I've got to go and see Bob, go and visit her, come to Santa Fe and chill there. And I'm hoping to go to Florida by the end of the year.
Where are you now?
Sorry?
Where are you now?
I'm in North Carolina, Winston-Salem.
Oh. Beautiful.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's very, very artsy here in Winston. It's, we've got a lot of theatre, we have the School of the Arts, and, I just saw The Altar Boys. Greg, you might be interested in that. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a Broadway
No, I've never.
production. Oh, it was brilliant. Really good. That was in Raleigh. Very good.
We got the Bubba Boys down here.
Bubba Boys. Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to see a lot of the country.
Max,
Colorado.
Yeah, the water. Well, it's pretty where you are, though.
Yeah, and I'm getting bored. I need
Come
to...
and visit, and Max will show you a good time, and we'll do
definitely.
go out.
So what do you think of our new royal?
Oh, I didn't know. What does she have, by the way?
A boy, 8 pounds something, big boy.
Wow. Oh, there you go. New king. Off with his head.
4 generations.
Off with his head.
Off with his head.
Yeah.
Ow!
Blackadder, the Queen. I don't know if you've anyone watched Blackadder. This one. But anyway, yeah. So, well, I get people. We're going off the Munich thing, but we're going into social switch out here. People here in North Carolina asked me if I was invited to the wedding. So I said to them, I really couldn't make it, but I sent an envelope, a present, and so yeah, I couldn't make the wedding, unfortunately. I got the hat and the dress and everything, but unfortunately.
Yeah.
And they really?
They believe you.
Did I? Yeah. I mean, we're a bit rednecky down this part of America, but was I invited to the wedding? Yeah, I did get that.
That's why, man.
An old lady. And I told him that I had tea at Windsor. I often did that.
Tea at Windsor.
With the Queen. But, yeah, I'm good, especially the boys. Good stuff.
Well, you can make us some story about sleeping with Harry or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Explain. I'm not too impressed with the monarchy, to be honest. They don't faze me. Overrated.
It's not like the old days.
It's even worse.
It's the same old story, but
Yeah.
You have
Well-
you wear an earpiece when you're on the web? Yes, you have an ear microphone.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for the.
No, this is my laptop.
Right. Okay. Because you have something on your head there. You keep touching.
With the earring.
Oh, there, no, I've got something like a spot or something. I keep thinking of
Oh,
playing
to
with.
cure that. Let's get on and cure that.
Remove that thing. Max,
No,
right.
I feel like I thought there was, but there isn't.
What is
No,
it?
I think
What is it that
it's
you're? What is it that you're curing,
Shitload.
Jasmine? What is it that you came to cure,
Oh,
if
well, I
anything?
could tell you there's about 5 pages. Of
So do you have type 2 diabetes?
No,
No, she doesn't.
past, present, there's, hormonal changes, my body's feeling weird, just, I don't know what it is, what's going on, but it's not good.
Well, test this question. See if you get a signal. Can I cure these things?
Can I cure these pathologies?
Oh, start with things. We're not sure what they are.
Oh, okay, can I cure these things? Yeah.
Okay. Well then, sounds like you're well on your way.
Yeah, I was getting, when I was doing with Barb earlier, I was getting, positive yeses all the way through.
Do you feel any different now than when we started?
Sorry?
Do you feel different now than when we started? Is there a difference in the way you feel? Have
Yeah,
you changed?
yeah.
What's the difference?
Just a sense of, well, as everyone else would probably say, calmness and balance.
We'll test this. Have I cured anything during this meeting?
Have I cured anything during this meeting? No.
Is the difference in the way I feel a cure?
It's a difference in the way I feel a cure. There's just a little pulse, I'm not sure, it's like,
Well, it sounds like you have your way of defining cure, and that may change as you go along. But right
Right.
now that's, you have a way of defining cure, but you may be. I want you to test something else. Do I tend to be hard on myself?
do I tend to be hard on myself? Yeah.
Okay, so you get a yes on that, and that may be where you just won't you won't let yourself
Yeah.
say that you've cured something unless it's this really big thing. It can't just be.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. So that can get in the way of curing the big things. You sort of have to work up to them. So good idea to know when you cure little things.
Yeah, you know what, I was saying to Barb the other day, I was like, we were in a winery with a group of friends, and there was so much chaos going on, but I sat there, and I find that I get the vibration better when my hand is resting,
Yeah.
and this finger seems to vibrate, as opposed to holding my hand. I don't tend to really get a signal resting my hand like that.
You can put
When
it
my hand is on the table or rested like this is how it works. I feel the vibration more. Where, this hand is resting on some kind of surface.
Right.
Right.
Well,
So maybe
also
if
it's
I
some.
don't do this like everyone else is doing, this kind of blocking.
It's okay to put it down. I just sometimes do it for the camera. You can put it-
Barb,
Yes.
go on mute. You're interrupting Jasmine.
Oh, I was telling her she was up here
Yeah.
on the table.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to somebody. Okay, well, I was actually, I agree with you, but I was going to, it is okay to put your hands on the table, Jasmine, but I was going to say the opposite, that at some point you won't really care how big your signal is, so that a little tiny signal will tell you all you need to know.
Right.
What you'll be caring about is, did I or didn't I cure that?
Yeah, that's true.
So, but also Barb is right, that and if you get a big bang out of, getting a big signal, it's okay to do that too, and give that to yourself.
I really did. I'll tell you something. On Sunday, I really felt that all my symptoms, whether it be emotional, physical, thing, just went away for about 30 minutes.
Wow.
But I had to keep doing it. Like you said, you have to kind of be repetitive.
Yeah. You have to keep doing it.
Right. But at what point, like I was saying to you before, you kind of want to know that you are okay. You've healed your hormone imbalance. You've healed your, IBS symptoms or whatever it is anyone's got. But if it's something you have to consciously, 10, 15 times a day.
Hey, Jasmine.
Otherwise,
Jasmine.
you're going to get sick again. This is my...
Jasmine. Since we have about like 45 seconds to go in this meeting,
right,
and I really only have time to say one important thing to you.
Okay.
Let it be this: you really need that Twitter feed. You need to hear those people talking all day, and also frequently report what you did when you got a signal, because maybe they'll tell you something else to do or have some other idea for you.
Right.
They're experienced and they've cured a lot of things, and you need that in your life. So get your account back, sign yourself up, let me know you did. Are you my Facebook friend?
Yes.
Okay, so message me on Facebook that you're on Twitter, and I will hook you into the A list, and also, call me. Do you have my number?
Yeah.
Okay. You have my number. Okay, and I have your number too, so I can call you and I'll tell you that when you're hooked in and all. And let's just because you got a lot of stuff you got to cure. If you've got a lot of stuff to cure, the more things you got to cure, the more awake all day you need to be. You just got to stay in touch with people who cure things and be curing them yourself and saying so. That's very, very important.
Right.
Just keep reaffirming it all the time. And if you don't feel good, you can, and you can't find what's wrong or something, you can write about that. You can tell people that. Maybe somebody will have an idea that you didn't think of.
Right.
But you ought to be able to, you have your password now, right, for the college?
Yes.
Okay, so that way they'll direct you to things to look at, and I will too.
Okay.
Like we send links back and forth on Twitter and stuff. We do all that stuff. So, really, we can help. Two heads are better than one, and it takes a village. That's Greg keeps saying that it takes a village.
Yeah.
Feeling a lot worse now. You look like you're about ready to cry here.
Yeah, it's a little bit overwhelming.
It's definitely. You're absolutely right. It is overwhelming.
And I'm very, raised Christian, and from a really religious family. So I don't want to feel like I'm getting involved in something too new age. I just want to be able to, go into something, a belief system that will help others and help me.
I got bad news for you.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of bad news for you. Number one, this is not a belief system.
Oh, okay.
So what we're doing is undoing belief.
Okay.
Belief is something you cure. It's an immune dysfunction. Read the look over the immune dysfunctions list and test yourself for immune dysfunctions. Because it looks to me like you're running a bunch right now, like right there, like what I'm seeing here. That looks like immune dysfunctions.
Well, I think that my immune system is, the physical part is in distress.
Yeah,
And
it is, definitely. You know where to find the list of immune dysfunctions?
on the site, yeah.
Yeah, in the hub, right on the upper right. There's an area that says print out. There's a list of things to print out.
Yeah.
On the upper right, print all of those. Look through the list of immune dysfunctions, test for which ones you're running right now after we get off the call. So number one, okay, number two, about the, this is, not only is this way New Agey, but it's not New Agey, it's beyond New Agey, okay? So this is the last thing in the world that you want to get involved with. Get it?
Right.
Like that's the bad news, that this is exactly what you weren't looking to get into, and the only reason you're here is because you prayed and prayed and prayed, and your disease got worse and worse and worse. And you could just say, well, God was testing me. Jesus didn't want me to heal. He wanted me to have faith, and you could do that. Or you could say, Jesus wanted me to find Bayard and the cure drive, and Jesus wants me to cure this. You decide what Jesus wants.
Right.
Or you could test. You could test and see if you get what answers you get from Jesus, because Jesus will speak to you through your tests. You don't have to ask your minister questions anymore. You can ask Jesus directly.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. That's right. Also, speaking of Judaism, to go back to that, I was, a friend of mine was into the Kabbalah, and I got one of her books, and I found that I could test things on the Kabbalah and understand them that way, by testing things. And you can test the Bible and understand things in the Bible, and so on. So if you like the Bible, you got a tool to use to work with the Bible.
Well, I don't know the Bible that well, actually. I'm only just starting to read it, believe it or not. Even though I was raised, Greek Orthodox, I don't know much of the Bible, to be honest.
Well, I've got a little tip for you. There are a lot of people who are into Jesus who open the Bible at random. They close their eyes and open the Bible and put their finger down and they read what it says, and that's their advice for the day,
Yeah.
And that's a form of testing. Did you understand what I just said?
No, explain.
There's nothing to explain. It's like getting a finger signal. It's the same thing. You're testing. It's a way of testing. Get it?
Right. Okay.
All right. Okay, with that, I want to thank everyone for a wonderful evening.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, nice meeting you all.
Wonderful. You see the home page of curedrive.org, which is the Cure College on the web that we have put here for you to come learn how to cure medically incurable diseases. Now, at the top of the page, the home page, which you should be on right here, and I want to recommend, if you have not already, get to this page by opening a tab. Do not turn this movie off. Open a tab so that you can still hear me talking. And leave this tab open and then go to this website. Now the tally that you see, 132K, people ask, where does that come from? And if you notice, right above it, and this is, by the way, on every page in the web college, it says Report Cure. If I click on that, it goes to a page where there's a little form to fill out where you can report your cures. Now I will press the incredible back button and go back to the home page of curedrive.org. And also, if you want to contact us, there's a little link here that says Contact. And you'll notice that we put our phone numbers in here. We feel more comfortable being called on the phone. So it's just easier to talk and This is a very big subject, and we find that it saves us time and work if people call us. Now we document our cures. This movie that you're watching here is an example of that. This is a movie where people cure things on camera, and you watch them. You watch them curing things. For example, the woman here at this point in the movie is curing a flu. And if you watch this movie, you'll discover that she comes in with fully developed flu symptoms, including headache and God knows what else, and the symptoms disappear in around 20 minutes. That's how fast this is. Personally, I have not had a flu even try to come on since 1993, when I cured my herpes. My 20th anniversary, by the way, just passed. 20th anniversary of my herpes cure in April of 2013. Okay, if you look again above the Cure Drive, logo, I guess it is, and what you'll see is the Cure Show. There's a link to go to the Cure Show. And the Cure Shows are another way that we documented our cures. And for example, you'll find letters at the top of the Cure Show, and if you click the letter F, it takes you to fibromyalgia, where you see a lot of, or 2 people curing fibromyalgia actually. And underneath it, there are many, many shows on flu. We had a flu hotline. And what you'll find with this is that people with similar conditions get parallel results. Like these people who cured their flu, or I don't think we ever had a person come in to cure the flu that, was just getting it. They all had it for a couple of days. There they are. And you hear their flu cure during the call in around 20 minutes. So there are about 100 diseases represented on this page. Acid reflux, abuse. There are conditions can be considered diseases also. Such as traumatic stress syndrome from 9/11, the World Trade Center attack. A woman actually cured her traumatic stress syndrome from that. So now if we're back on the home page again, and up here at the top it says Login Hub or sign up. If you don't have a password, you can sign up, or you can log in, and you come to the hub of the Cure College. This is the hub, not the home page. And new people who come here, many people just come in and get a password right away. They instantly get a password and come in, and they say, "What is this?" It's gigantic. Over here, this is the basic skill. Skill 1 is cure physical diseases. And it has 10 applications. Remove viruses, cure cancer, end trauma, recode your DNA. With certain diseases, you must recode your DNA to cure the disease. This may be true, for example, of viral-based diseases such as herpes simplex, Epstein-Barr, and so on. And each one has 2 links underneath it. Now if I click on where it says lessons under Recode Your DNA, and these are the lessons. There's this huge page of lessons on recoding DNA. And one of the lessons is remove adverse DNA mutations you catch from other people. Bet you didn't know you were doing that. But you do, and here's the lesson on that, and then you scroll down and there's all these questions. That's how the lessons work. You probably, if this is the first movie you've ever watched, you are probably not ready for a password right now. But you should probably know this is here at the same time and some things about it. For example, here's an application of Skill 1, which is, what is Skill 1, do you recall? Cure physical diseases, right? And it's called the Safety Web. See it? Right here, the Safety Web. If I click on that, what I come to is a page of lessons about, and there's quite a few lessons on this page, about the Safety Web. Now basically, it's very simple. God isn't going to let you fail. A woman asked me, I was telling her to remove all bacteria from her physical body. And she said, well, if I remove all bacteria from my physical body, will I remove my beneficial intestinal bacteria? And I said, no. You're not going to remove your beneficial intestinal bacteria. You're going to, God won't let you do that. You're safe. However, there's more to the Safety Web than that. So you'd want to know about the Safety Web. Also, there's an application called Knowingness is Power. Most people ignore it. The reason it's here is because knowingness is curative. A lot of times things that you cure happen just because you know something. Now, curing physical diseases is the lowest level of study in this web college. For example, here, which is in the mid-level, there's a skill called 3 Spiritual Diseases. Do you see it? That's only skill 9. There are 12 skills. So another one is about function. Reinstall your functions. Another one is about reclaiming your immune system so that you can be immune to these things and you won't have to cure cancer or herpes. You won't not get it. As I said before, have not had a flu in 20 years. I haven't had a flu even try to come on in the last 20 years. Okay. If you're not ready for a password yet, and by the way, when you're new, you're probably better off with one of these options. These are the best options for new people, which are next to the movie. And that's when you know you want to start and you're ready. You're ready. You've like learned it and you understand how to do it. What you probably want to start getting a signal first. And if you notice under this movie, you should start getting a signal when you watch during this movie, which is now 4.5 hours, and there's many illustrations of people getting signals. So hopefully you'll pick it up while you're doing that. But if not, there's an entire page of signals, including a movie that plays automatically at the top, which is a very good lesson with a lot of very serious people getting signals as the movie goes along, and illustrating how they get signals. And then there are all these other movies about signals as you go down the page. This little tripod is wandering. I'm trying to hold this with my hand while I show this to you. So now, that's an example of some of the other things that are on here. This is our Twitter feed, this black thing, so that you can see what advanced people, because everybody who posts on this has been doing it for a while and, are curing things. A lot of these people have already cured their herpes or their other thing that they came to cure, their chronic fatigue syndrome and so on, and now they're, this is just some things I cooked. It's not about cooking, okay? But anyway, there's lots of people just talking about what they're the more advanced things that they're doing, and these are all people who've cured many things in the past, and probably never get the flu, as I don't. None of us ever get the flu anymore. We don't get sick in that way. That's pretty basic, not getting the flu. So if you're not ready for a password, the thing to do is just keep watching movies. And let me show you something about that. There are lots of movies to watch. Here's one that says I cured it in 10 minutes, and lots of people are interested in this. This is a popular movie. This woman is very experienced with this. She's been doing it about 15 years. And but see, if you go down on this movie to here where it says YouTube, and let's click on this. Let's go to the YouTube page, which is the same movie. See, you're on the same movie now. And right underneath it, there's something that says, let me just show this to you. Cure Drive is the account that the movie is in. And you see it says it has 352 videos. So the thing to do is to click on that and go in to the Cure Drive account with the 352 movies. And then, once you're there, subscribe to the account so that you can get back to it easily. And then there are other accounts too. This is not the only account. Some of them only have 25 movies. There's about 10 different accounts. But there's another one that has 250 something movies on it. This is deceptively simple and easy. As you watch these people in these movies, the cure is always instantaneous. And it gives the impression that it's over and you don't have to continue. You don't have to study. And then you get sick again because you didn't get deep enough and get everything. With that being said, I want to show you these women curing something instantly and leave you with the thought that it's probably not going to be what you expected it to be. I think when you watch these women, that's what you see here, that it's probably not going to be what you expected it to be, but it does cure, it probably will if you hang in there and stick with it. You probably will cure the thing you came to cure. Say, can I go to the 144th dimension? See if you get a signal on that. Can I go to the 144th dimension?
Can I go to the 144th dimension? Yes? I guess I can.
Go ahead and do it.
Okay,
Okay.
both of you go to the 144th dimension.
I'm taking myself to the 144th dimension.
Me too.
No stopping for gas on the 8th dimension.
I feel clear.
I feel less interested in anything below the 144th dimension.
Can we stay here all the time?
I know, exactly.